Movie making can be a very secretive business. Fans want to know everything about your movie before it comes out, but you don't want them to know everything about your movie before it comes out. So you gotta keep everything close to the vest. You gotta be careful about who sees what, where, and when you want them to. And that can be very frustrating for companies that have purchased licenses to make products related to your movie if they don't have access to all the details and have to fill in the blanks. Maybe they get close enough, maybe no one notices, maybe they accidentally create one of the most desirable Star Wars collectibles of all time. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is Blue Snaggletooth. Blue Snaggletooth is a 3 3/4 inch 5-point of articulation figure, just like every other figure in the Star Wars line. He comes with the same Han Solo style blaster that a dozen other characters come with, so what's the big deal? Star Wars opened in the summer of 1977, and Kenner was doing everything they could to rush action figures out in time for Christmas, but didn't. By 1978, their products started to show up on store shelves, and that's when Kenner realized they had made a huge mistake. Blue Snaggletooth is the result of George Lucas's attempt to maintain secrecy around the production of the film. Kenner tried to design action figures of some of the less prominent characters based on a few black and white photos provided to them by Lucasfilm that, in some cases, only showed the character from the waist up. Given the lack of proper reference material, Kenner had to improvise. And if you don't know what these guys look like from the chest down, you don't know how tall they are, what kind of pants they wear, heck, you don't even know for sure what space pants look like at all. Kenner chose a flesh tone, which might have been okay by itself, but also made him average height and gave him a sweet blue flight suit with shiny silver moon boots. It looked cool, it felt right aesthetically, but it was wrong enough that it couldn't be left that way. Snaggletooth, like nearly all of the aliens in Star Wars, was at the Mos Eisley Cantina, which is a bar, by the way, where everyone was drinking space alcohol and hooking up and doing space drugs and getting in laser fights. But since it was the 70s and things were different back then, it was a natural fit for an exclusive playset featuring 4 of the alien characters. The Cantina Adventure set was a Sears Wishbook exclusive available for Christmas 1978 and 1979. It was basically just printed sheets of cardboard, but included 4 figures: Hammerhead, Walrus Man, Greedo, and Blue Snaggletooth. Ah, the simpler times of Star Wars collectible action figures, when you could name a character by their physical attributes. What might have been if Kenner had produced even more Cantina folks? Lizard Man, Neil Armstrong, Bat Boy, Grim Reaper, Side-Eye Satan, Picklehead Forearms, Slim Jim Snowman, Wolfman Man. This is actually harder than I thought it was going to be. After the first year or so, Kenner started packing a corrected, shorter red flight suit, but still not movie-accurate version of the figure into the playset and 2-packs, which is the most head-shaking part of it all. His skin tone, height, and feet were changed, but he's still not wearing a costume that matches what the character is wearing in the film. Blue Snaggletooth's limited production run and the exclusivity of the playset and 2-pack make Blue Snaggletooth ridiculously rare and ridiculously valuable. Blue Snaggletooth runs around $300 to $400 in mint condition, less if he's loose or missing paint. The value of the figure can vary greatly relative to the amount of silver paint left on those boots. A single scratch can reduce the value by $50 to $75. On top of that, there are 2 different molds for the figure, one with a dent in the toe and one without. So completists, get ready to chase both versions. But that's not the only reason he's the most sought-after figure in the line. Blue Snaggletooth may have been too tall, he may have had the wrong skin tone, but more importantly, like me, he was way too fabulous for his toy galaxy. Wearing those knee-high silver moon boots, it's easy to imagine Blue Snaggletooth strutting into the cantina, ready to rock and roll all night in Detroit Rock City. Maybe he was in the band that was playing After the Modal Nodes. Maybe he was waiting for Ace Frehley. Either way, you don't wear boots like that unless you want to turn heads. Ultimately, it seems like a strange thing for Kenner or Lucasfilm to even bother with. There were so many aliens coming and going through the cantina that one of them probably rolled in with this outfit at some point, so why bother changing the figure at all? Lots of other figures didn't match their on-screen counterparts and never got corrected, including Walrus Man, Hammerhead, Greedo, Imperial Commander, Death Squad Commander. Why punish Blue Snaggletooth for his glam rock fashion sense? He's part of a subset of vintage Kenner Star Wars action figures that stand out due to their inaccuracy as compared to their on-screen inspiration. But even within that subset, he exists as an oddity, a subset of one. Good news, audio's still rolling. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Please share this video, and if you're in the position to help the channel grow, visit our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy, and let us know down in the comments if you'd be interested in a Black Series blue Snaggletooth, or even a whole wave that was just Kenner design tribute figures, Hammerhead, Greedo, Boba Fett. Man, I would be all over that. Get Hasbro on the phone. I need to talk to them right now.
Okay.
1-800
Hasbro.
Go Hasbro. I don't know.